Welcome to the midweek edition of the Premier League Zone, proudly brought to you by One Expert. My name is Anthony Ajulu, and this is your number one family radio station, Inspiration FM. It's a Wednesday, it's a Mystery Wednesday show. Like you know, we are going to be giving away gifts on the show today. It's very easy. We're going to play a voice for you. If you guess who owns the voice, you walk away with some airtime. People have been winning for how many years now? It might be you today, so just stick around with us and I'll be lucky on the show today. Beyond all of that as well, we will also be doing a postmortem of that thrilling game we saw in the Champions League last night between Real Madrid and Manchester City. It ended 1-1, perfectly poised for the second leg, which comes up next week. We'll also have a few news items to get through on the show today as well. So that's basically the size of our package on the show today. But as always, I don't do the show alone. I have the guys here with me. There's Bruno and there's 𝐿𝐍𝐿𝐏𝐈𝐍𝐄 as well. By the way, before we get started properly, let's just do this. We forgot to do this in the morning, which is very unfair actually. For those who don't know, it's 𝐒𝐭𝐚𝐲's birthday today. Gideon turns 82 today. Don't let the big chest and everything fool you, Sha. There's a reason he's wearing cap. I will not say more like that. it's only age that can cause someone to wear a cap like this. But anyway, happy birthday to 𝐒𝐭𝐚𝐲. We love him. He's a great guy and a fantastic colleague as well.
Thank you.
We hope that all these sweet words I'm giving you like this is not for. It's not
kind
just,
words I've never heard. I have never seen. Look,
it's not just. We're expecting something.
Sugar levels already. So the sweet words.
No. We know where we are from, but we know men are men.
We know
men are men,
and we are waiting.
Okay, we will not say more than that. But again, happy birthday to Gideon,
and
wish you many more years.
Thank you.
Happy. Send your birthday wishes to Gideon. Of course, we'll read it here.
Don't just send wishes. You want to see platter? You know the office location. Come on, you guys show love for all the contents.
So Gideon, how does it feel to be 82 today?
I'm actually 17. No, not sweet 16, 17 actually.
Bitter 17.
Not bitter 17. I don't know where you got that bitter from. But yes, it feels good to be a year younger. Like I said, 17, I'm brimming with joy. I'm still a teenager, so fantastic stuff.
But how are you feeling on Gideon's his second birthday?
17th birthday, please. Let's correct ourselves. 17th.
Anytime a birthday comes around, we always look forward to, the cocoa of the whole celebration.
Absolutely.
Which is celebrating the person. Giving them gifts. Sending them money.
That is not left to the listeners to appreciate you. You understand? Like, we always know effort is never enough. But now the listeners can always, show some support on your birthday.
Why not?
At least to appreciate the fact that, 𝐿𝐍𝐿𝐏𝐈𝐍𝐄, one of our favorite presenters.
Oh, stop it.
All right. Before we get started properly, let's just go on a quick break. Take a word from our sponsor, One Expert. We'll come back and, of course, we'll start with that big one we saw at the Santiago Bernabeu. All right, welcome back to the show. A quick message here from someone from 𝐒𝐭𝐴 who says, happy second birthday to Gideon. Many happy returns. Drop location, I beg.
I don't know you got 82 from.
Now, person will send gift to the correct location.
And the last time says, happy birthday, Sir Gideon 𝐿𝐍𝐿𝐏𝐈𝐍𝐄 of our time. Like, giveaway remain like this. You see? We must do that giveaway today.
Now, person will send gift. We'll see giveaway.
Well, not true, Sha.
Exactly.
Anyway, let's just journey back to last night first of all. Keep the messages coming in. Of course, we'll read them as they come in. Let me start with the birthday boy, Dion. It was 1-1 between Real Madrid and Manchester City. A really good game. I enjoyed it. I don't know about you. It was a really good game. City, given the way they started, but Madrid showed their quality at the end of the day, and I think it's perfectly poised for the second leg next week.
Oh yes, it was a brilliant one. We, how do I put it? We expected a lot of fireworks. We expected some good end-to-end football because these teams are prolific for having great attacking talent. Not just attacking talent, but also just being a generally good team that's on each side's perspective. So we expected some good football, and we did not get anything short of that. We saw two wonderful goals. Vinicius Junior opened the scoring for the host, but eventually Kevin De Bruyne coming to the rescue. Not Erling Haaland, as we would have expected. The way Madrid did a job on him it should be studied by every single club who would have to face Man City in the coming days. They did a proper job on him. Someone who had as few touches as the goalkeeper, Ederson, in the entire game. And then again, he's on 51 goals across all competitions. Just goes to show you that, Real Madrid are champions, are perennial champions of this competition for a good reason. Even though, they were pegged back at some point, they would have felt hard done by because they, were the completely dominant side. But City, again, going to Santiago Bernabeu and ensuring that, you're drawing level at the end of that one. Trust me, not every team can actually pull that off. So good one for Pep Guardiola. And now we would even see an even feisty fixture in the return leg when everything is going to be settled at the Etihad. Can Madrid come and pull an upset there, or will City, the home team, ensure that they book their place in the final of the Champions League? Time will tell. But then again, it was a brilliant game last night.
But a lot of City fans have been saying, watch out for City. We'll close it out at the Etihad and all of that. Even Pep Guardiola, has been feeling as much, But then again, it's Madrid. There's a reason they've won this thing 14 times. It's not that straightforward.
Never straightforward when you face a team like Real Madrid. And, last night, Madrid showed that they could, or they have the ability to nullify a player as magnificent as Erling Haaland. And at the end of the day, for Real Madrid, I think they even feel more comfort away from home than even at the Bernabeu. Take your mind back to the Liverpool game when Liverpool came with the onslaught earlier on in the game, and once Madrid settled down, it was a different story entirely. And it just makes the head-to-heads more interesting. The battles on the day, example like we did see yesterday, Grealish versus Carvajal, and also we look at Kyle Walker versus the youngster Vinicius Junior. And for Ancelotti, it just shows that he's got the ability to always carry out the Italian job match day after match day. It will be an interesting one. City should not slack, looking at the fact that we're playing at home. It might just be a lot more difficult than they can ever imagine at the end of the day.
What was it? What the question I want to ask about Erling Haaland is, Dion, was it Madrid that did the job on Erling Haaland, or just an off day? Number one. Number two, there are. I saw a lot of comments on Twitter yesterday when the match was going on that as good as Erling Haaland is,
he disappears in big games.
He's not the sort of player who will be like, you know what, I'm Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
Just like we saw Vinicius Junior do yesterday. He was like, I'm Vinicius Junior. Let me do something. He's not a magical moment player. He's a prolific, fantastic goal scorer, but he's not a player that can produce magical moments. Is that a limitation to his game? Or it's just, one of those things?
I mean, at some point, you just feel like that a lot of responsibilities will be saddled on his shoulder. And, being a striker with that immense reputation of being a goal-scoring machine, you cannot afford to be, turning into a ghost in big matches. Let's not even forget the Community Shield at the start of the season against Liverpool. We barely saw Haaland. He's creating a reputation for himself for disappearing in some games that matter to Manchester City. And like you said, in as much as he's been a goal-scoring phenomenon throughout the course of the season, so far so good, 51 goals and counting, you need your best hands to ensure that they're playing at their best when it's required of them. Before we came on, we're talking about Di Maria, a player who is known to score big goals in big finals. That is a player that you can easily bank on. Erling Haaland hasn't shown himself to be that, but again, you cannot knock the man. He's 22. He's still very young. There's a lot of dynamism to his game to come if he keeps, working on his craft and whatnot. But so far, so good. I would say I was completely unimpressed. Madrid did a good job on him, but also the player could have actually done more with some opportunities that were created. That is why Kevin De Bruyne stood up to the party.
That's a
eventually.
moment, man. I'm Kevin De Bruyne.
Out of nothing. And you could see the way that ball went to the back of the net. It was personal. It was personal. The way he sent that ball past Thibaut Courtois. Eventually they hugged out, but that's not the topic. That's not the topic of this conversation. But I would say Erling Haaland, he's getting found out little by little. It's not much. He's getting found out little by little.
I will read it. Don't worry. How do you want to say something?
Yeah, quickly. I think this season at City, Haaland's biggest threat has been at the Etihad.
Yeah.
If you take our minds, if you look at the games he's gone away from home to play, I think he's struggled to actually showcase anything. But at Etihad, I think that is where his wings does come out and he begins to fly. But the second leg, like we've said, will be very interesting to look forward to. Until then, we'll know whether the defending champions can actually defend it or...
Let me give you a chance to maybe change your mind or stick with what you said yesterday. Who goes through to the final, Dion?
Man City.
Body.
I'll still lean towards Man City as well.
I'm not changing my mind. Real Madrid will go through. Anyway, let's just go on another break. Hear from one expert, and of course we'll come back. We'll take some news items, and of course we'll begin properly with the show for today, which is our Mystery Wednesday.
Did you enjoy this video? Hit the subscribe button for more. Leave a comment and like. Thank you.